What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching another video. We are here to talk football. I hope you are doing well. Fortification squad, love to your mothers. Gang, gang, gang in the building. Let me know where you're watching from. We're going to be talking all things football in this one, including some Arsenal news, some transfer news, some football news in general, because there has, as usual, been much breaking news for that ass. And I'm here to provide the goodness. So, would you do me the honour of hitting the like button, subscribing if you're new, and also the bell. Don't be a bell end, just press the bell, because YouTube works in a different way these days. Gang, gang, gang. We've got much to talk about, so we will begin with the fantastic news, because my club, my manager and the board, the upstairs dons, are getting business done, securing their second big long-term deal in 48 hours. That is right, my friends. Gabriel Martinelli, the saucy one, the sauciest Brazilian to have ever stepped foot in the streets of London, has signed a new long-term contract. And Arsenal are, in fact, being proactive. This is incredible scenes of glorious emotion. It makes me happy that we've secured the long-term futures and perhaps some money for Gabriel Martinelli and for Bukayo Saka, because both of them have been two of the very few shining lights on what has been the worst season as a Arsenal fan of my life. It has to be said. It's been a worst period anyway. However, Martinelli puts pen to paper, having scored, 10 goals? How many goals has he got? 10 goals in 20 odd games. 25 games. Stats, they're for mugs. You can see that this guy is willing to go the extra mile for this club. This guy sees this as a huge opportunity, which it is. And unlike others who've been running their lips, loose lips, loose lips, that's what they've been running. I mean, this one, he's got his head down. He's working. He's earning his place, which has, for some reason, been taken away. I presume he's been injured, but there has been a period of time where I presume he's been available and not been played. But we should be shocked and surprised and over the moon that we are actually begging for this child to come back, because that should show you that he has potential to go all the way. He seems to have the work ethic, the mentality. He's certainly running the miles, and his goal-scoring record for a child of his age is extremely impressive, especially when he's been playing at the elite level of professional football. And I'm not talking about just being at Arsenal. It's against elite players, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyhow, huge news for Arsenal on Hughes News. Laurent Julien, French journalists, say more good news for Arsenal fans after the new contracts for Saka and Martinelli. And that brings us nicely on with a little segue onto our next point, which is trying to secure the future, of course, of the one they call the Premier League's most lethal striker, the one who gets goals, the one whose record cannot be argued with. He is in amongst the best names that the Premier League has ever seen. The list is long of strikers who have scored 50 goals in the Premier League under 100 games, but the list is full. It's a plethora of world-class strikers, and he is slap bang in the middle. Potentially positive news regarding this contractual negotiation between Arsenal and Aubameyang, who apparently wants a 3-year deal and £250,000 a week. Now, we'll get to the serious stuff in a minute, but let me break this down for you. I'm going to break this down for you real simple. You're telling me that Ozil is on 350, but we're debating whether we're paying Aubameyang 250. Now, in all seriousness, we know that Aubameyang is going to want all sorts of bonuses. He's already on all sorts of bonuses. But to keep a player like this, you've got to pay the big bucks. Now, I know, for example, that he gets a certain amount for every game that he starts and Arsenal win. He will also get a bonus for every goal he scores, I'm presuming. Especially if, again, he starts the game. So eventually, he's probably already getting more than 350 grand a week just because of how many goals he's been scoring. But look, if this is an option, we need to get the deal done. Make no mistake about it. This club will struggle to find a striker of this level for a long time. So if you can keep him for a year or two and he can secure the future progression of the club being a positive one in the right direction, not slipping further down towards relegation, then we need to be putting our finger out. Yeah? Where's my finger? This green screen thing that they're doing, his head is moving, it's morphing like he is some kind of reptilian overlord. Like, why can't we just have him on against a wall? Can they not afford this piece of paper with these Adidas logos on it? Let's talk this. Manchester United pair Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes both injured after training ground clash. Is this clickbait? I feel like this is clickbait. This cannot be a serious thing. Really? Have they just bumped heads and they're calling it a double injury? This would be the most incredibly unfortunate set of circumstances. Weddings. Oh, mate. Oh, wow. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Make sure you are. Subscribed if you're new. And dropping the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. But for now, my name is hughwizzy and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.